Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy TKO Barber, and welcome to my channel. Hey, now for today's video, I'm gonna be hitting y'all with the undercut on top with the mid-bar fade on the sides, only taking a little bit off the top. But before we get to that, man, I just want to say thank y'all once again, man. I finally hit my 100 subscribers, and like I promised, man, I'm doing the giveaway. So the winner of this giveaway is going to be S&B Stoney. I guess he's from Denver, Colorado. Hey, he left a comment, so hey, you the winner, my guy. I got you. Hey, man, I got a $50 Amazon gift card for you, man. So hey, I'm gonna link up with you, and I'm gonna get your contact info, and I'm gonna get that sent out to you, man. Congratulations. But before we get going, make sure y'all subscribe and spam that like button for me, man. I need all the engagement I can get. But without further ado, let's get it. Anytime you're taking any length off of the top of the head, you want to make sure you get all the hair nice and saturated. That way it's easier for you to gather the hair before you start using your shears. So he only wants to do a little trim on the top, not really take off too much length. So I'm going up about 3 fingers and I'm removing any hair past that point. Now as I go back into the hair, I'm using that first cut I made as a guideline to let me know the length I need to stay at. Now for the sides, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just pulling the hair up with my comb, bringing it up to that first guideline I made, and then removing that hair past that point. So same thing on this side. I made that first initial cut as my guideline, and I'm gonna bring that all the way back throughout the haircut to show me where to cut. Now as always, before you start any fade, you want to make sure you brush or comb your hair down so you have a nice clean canvas before you start. So for this video, I'm going to fade down. So to start this fade off, I'm going to go in with my number 2 guard closed, and I'm going to just go all the way around the head, removing that bulk. Now when you're doing this, you just want to keep the clipper flat against his head and go straight up and remove all that hair. So right here, my Babyless Gold Effects was getting caught in the hair too much, so I just switched over to my Oster Fast Feed with the number 2 guard. So now I'm just coming in with my 1.5 guard open, and I'm gonna blend this into that number 2 guard. Now it's pretty much the same length as the number 2, but it's gonna make for an easier transition when you drop down to your number 1 guard. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're going in a flicking motion, not going straight up making a harsh guideline, but just flicking out. You got to remember we're fading down, so we still want to make sure we're trying to get that perfect blend. Now I'm coming in with my number 1 guard open, and I'm basically really just using the corner to blend this into my 1.5 guard. Now there may be some dark spots where you might have to close your lever a little bit, but like I said, there's really no step-by-step way on how to do a fade. You got to figure out your own little steps, your own little, your own little methods to get out those dark spots. Now I'm dropping down to my lever open, and I'm kind of just using the corner of that blade, trying to blend it into the one guard open. Now this is going to make a faint guideline. That's why we got to come behind with our 0.5 guard and clean that all up. Also, y'all, don't forget to subscribe and spam that like button for me, man. Also, let me know what y'all thinking down in the comment section. So now I'm gonna come behind with my 0 guard, and I'm starting with the close and just going in doing a little detail work. Like I said, this is that line that's left behind from that lever open. We just gonna knock that out, man, and bring this whole blend together. I actually just started trying to fade down, man, and I've come to realize, man, first of all, it makes your fades way more quicker, and it just, I don't know, man, it just allows you to shape that head the perfect way you want it to without any guideline. So as you can see, man, I'm just finessing that line, opening and closing that lever where I need to. Just doing all the detail work, man, to get out all these dark spots and bring this whole blend together. Now I'm gonna come behind with my wall balding clipper and just bring all that hair remaining all the way down to the skin. So as you can see, when I'm balding this up, I'm not going past that line that's already left between that lever open and the hair down there. If you go up too far, man, you're gonna mess around and push it up, and you're gonna forever be chasing that line, which is gonna, one, lift your fade up higher than you want it and take more time. Now I'm coming in with my lever close on my Babyless Gold effects, and I'm just, like I said, I'm starting with the lever close, and as I go up a little bit, I'm gonna open that lever. That's why I love being a left-handed barber, man. My thumb is always moving. No matter where I'm at on that fade, I can adjust that lever to where I need it to be to get that perfect blend. Make sure y'all remember, man, when you flicking out these lines, you want to do exactly what I said, flick out. You don't want to go straight up and create another harsh guideline. You just flick up, go up a little bit, open your lever, and then do the same thing all the way till you get to lever open. But as you can see, man, this fade is coming together beautifully, man. Like I said, I just started fading down, but I honestly do like it, man. It's no guidelines, and it makes the whole process a lot quicker.
Purchase your tracks today.
So now I'm going to go ahead and attack his lineup using my Babyless skeleton trimmer. And as always, my rule of thumb is I start looking at his nose and I go for the middle of that. And then the way I determine what side I'm going to start on is I look at the front of his head, and whatever side of his lineup sits higher naturally, that's the side I start on first so I don't push his hairline back. But as y'all saw, his hairline is pretty even, so I just went to whatever side I felt comfortable with. So same thing on this side, man. I'm not really going too deep into his lineup. I'm just removing any hairs that are hanging over the natural line. You always want to make sure you bring those horizontal lines to the end of his eyebrows. Anything past that, to me, that's considered a pushback, unless it has to go back that far. But as you can see, it's right there at the end of his eyebrow. Everything nice and even. So yeah, man, this client, he didn't want no razor, no enhancements. So yeah, man, this is just you know, just straight raw fire. That's it. No special effects, man. But alright, YouTube, that's the cut. I hope y'all learned something from this. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all was entertained. And once again, man, shout out to S&B Stoney. Congratulations on winning that $50 Amazon gift card. But make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And also, let me know what's on your mind down in the comment section, man. But alright, YouTube, I'm going to see y'all next week. I'm out.